Happy Wednesday. Today is August 19th, and I will be reading today's devotional. Strange request. Go into that village over there, he told them. As soon as you enter it, you will see a young donkey tied there that no one has ever ridden. Untie it and bring it here. Mark chapter 11, verse 2 in NLT. Have you ever felt led to do something that didn't quite make sense to you? Did you follow through on it, or did you decide to ignore the nudge? When we follow Jesus, he will sometimes ask things of us that are above our understanding. We may not always know the reasons, but we can trust his leadership. How can you know if it's God's guidance or your own thoughts? Truthfully, you won't always know. Test it according to the character of God. If it requires breaking a godly law, harming others, or giving in to fear, it's likely not the voice of God. Even in today's reading, there was a promise of return to the owner of the donkey. As you get to know the nature of God, you will know what to trust and what to let go of. Jesus, I want to step out in faith as you speak to me. I know the best way to recognize your voice is to know your heart and your nature. I want to know you more, Lord. I feel like that's a big thing with, believers in the Christian community. We always talk about, how do you know it's God's voice? And before I got in the Bible and really grew my relationship with God and really went into the wilderness and went through the fire and all of that, I was able to hear him and I was able to know when it was his voice. Somehow, I don't know how I knew, but I think once you really know his character, right? Like if you're told, impulsive thoughts, intrusive thoughts, if you're told to do something bad or to do this or do that, you will know, why would I do that? I'm not doing that because that wasn't from God, right? But when it's from God, you do sometimes be like, I don't want to seem weird. I don't know if I want to do that. I haven't talked to them in this long. Why do you want me to send them this? But I've learned to I'm not going to question it. If God's telling me, maybe they need to hear this. Maybe it's, and one of the times that I did listen, I got the confirmation oh, yeah, how did you know? I was growing my relationship with God, then you sent this to me. And so it's you never know what someone needs because nobody's going to tell you what they need. But guess who they tell? They tell God, right? And so when they tell God something God, give me this confirmation. God, give me a sign that I'm doing things right. What happens? They get the confirmation through somebody oh, God told me to tell you he loves you. Or they get a sign through a license plate or this or that. And so God sends signs in so many different ways, and the problem is that we are expecting to hear directly from God all the time. Sometimes he doesn't want to be the one to deliver the message. Sometimes he wants to give you a subtle sign or a subtle nudge or a message through somebody else, and that's just how he works. So when you're so stuck on getting the message in a certain way, you're going to always be looking for that same sign. And also, when you ask for a sign, don't sit here and get the confirmation 10 times and argue with it. If you're not ready to hear the truth or accept the sign, then you shouldn't ask for it, right? And so the truth hurts. But when we ask for a sign or we ask for someone to be removed or we ask for clarity, it is given to us for a reason, to help us, to protect us. And so we need to really check ourselves and our heart posture and realize that we are doing things for him and for the kingdom and to be a vessel. It should not be about what can be done for you or how you can benefit. It's not always about us, and that is a problem with ego and vanity. We need to really remember that the glory is for God, and that should be the focus. So just remember to be obedient, build that relationship, stay in your Bible, build a community. Have a blessed day.